We are on live. Welcome.
Oh, we got
Um,
it.
Alicia Forde. I love the name.
Thank you.
I love it. Love it. Okay, so where were you born and raised?
So I was born in a small town called Widnes. So it is near. Have you heard of Liverpool?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah,
time was based in Liverpool,
there
right?
it is. So
Uh-huh.
it's just outside of Liverpool. Um, and then my mum is from a small place called Runcorn next to Widnes, and my dad is from Barbados.
Ooh, hey Rihanna. I'm kidding.
Oh, Riri.
Oh my god, I love Riri. Oh
Trust
my god.
me. I used to tell everyone that she was my cousin.
Oh heck yeah, I would have believed it. Oh my
Thank
gosh.
you. It worked.
Of
Maybe she
course it did.
is.
You
Let's
never
reach out
know.
to
I can't
Do you
say
know
that is Barbados big.
tiny. So
So
tiny.
the probability of you being related is high.
Hi. Hey Riri, just let me know if you want to collab for Fenty. We here.
Wow. So your dad is from Barbados, that's what you said?
Yes.
Have you been there?
Do you know what I have? When I was
That's
younger, and it was so expensive to go that I haven't been able to go back yet. But I go
yeah.
next month.
Do you really?
Finally.
Oh, that
Yeah.
makes me so happy for you, kind of like your culture and the roots. Wow. Is it completely different from where you are in England?
Oh my gosh. You know the stereotypical thing about it always raining here?
Mhm. Oh,
It's
yeah.
real. It's always raining here.
Yeah. Ugh.
Always. In Barbados, what I love is that like my dad is the calmest, chillest guy. No,
Oh,
like when you go to like a Caribbean island like that, it's just so calm.
yeah, and
I
good
love
energy and
that's it, good energy, chill. And I remember going to Greece once, and obviously a different place, but
yeah.
me and my friend were like rushing to go get somewhere, and he was like, what are you rushing for? You're gonna get there." And I went, "I know, man. What am I doing?"
Oh, man.
So I
Yeah.
love that.
It's kind of nice to step away from, like, your current living situation, just like vacation. Is your family going too or just yourself?
Do you know what? So just going out there because I'm really interested right now in I have a
Oh,
writing agent as well.
okay. That's
Which
fantastic.
so I do quite a lot of writing. So I'm going out there more of like a to see my family,
Mhm.
to see people I haven't seen in years, but also just to get some more ideas flowing about my
Oh,
heritage and everything like that.
that's beautiful. Oh my
Yeah.
god. Yeah, I don't know anything about, like, my heritage. My whole like, I share this a lot, but my mom's adopted. My whole
Yeah.
family's white. I did ancestry DNA, and I found
Yeah.
out I have a half brother, but, like, obviously I am Black.
Hmm.
So all of the ancestors are obviously in Africa, but I would love to go to Africa just to see where it all started, where we all were created, basically. So we'll see, maybe one day. I love that for you. Um, okay, Alicia, as a kid, what did you want to be when you grew up?
Oh my gosh. You know what? I loved sports. I
Yeah.
loved it. I was all about sports. I played football and rugby with boys when I was younger.
Nice.
Yeah,
Oh,
let's go. You know what I'm
gosh. Oh
saying?
yeah, me too. I was sports. I played soccer, football, and I ran track like my whole life.
Yeah. Like
Yeah.
the sprinting
Running, yeah, I did sprints. I did 100-meter, 200-meter, and 400-meter. Tiring stuff, but fun.
Look at that. We both could have met each other at the Olympics.
I know. I was in the Junior Olympics when I was a kid. I have a picture of it. Yeah,
You're
it was
joking. Okay,
insane.
you win.
No, I lost big time.
Unbelievable though. What an
Yeah,
achievement that.
it was
That's
cool.
amazing.
So
But
you
yeah,
did
there was something
soccer
about
too?
sports. Yeah, I loved it. I loved it. I
Yeah.
wanted to It was one of those though that there was something about acting. I didn't think it was real because I used to watch Glee, and I thought
Oh,
that's
yeah,
real.
Glee. Mhm.
I was like, how can people can't go to like university and do acting? Like that's just stupid. Who does that? And then
How
I was like,
dare
wait,
you?
what?
You So sport it is so interesting because I feel like as a kid, you always think doctor or veterinarian.
Mm,
Um, I had no idea. I think I wanted to be a cook. I love to cook as, like,
love
a
that.
hobby. Oh, I'll be a chef, but nah. But no, that's amazing.
Yeah.
Okay, next question. This is your time to not be, um, Like, you can brag about yourself. Don't be humble. If you could describe yourself in 3 words, what would it be and why? Or it's what people think of you.
Okay. Yeah, that's a good one. I don't know
Okay.
what I always find it hard to do that. I think self-love is very, very important.
It
But then
is.
it is important, and I just find that a bit hard. But I'm gonna do it now. I'm gonna do it now.
Okay.
Okay, let's do it.
Number 1.
3 words to describe myself.
Sure.
I'm gonna say passionate. Very
Yeah,
passionate.
of course. Okay.
That's one. Okay, there's 2 more. 2 more. Let's do it. Foodie.
Oh, yes, we're gonna be besties. I freaking love food. Oh,
Oh
I
man.
love food.
And fun.
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 Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Fun. You have great energy, I can tell.
Thank you. Look, life's just so much stuff going on in the world, which is awful. So I'm just
Awful.
like, if we can pick the fun out of anything, or just
It's so
not just
true.
sound like one of them, but just a smile or just do something nice.
Yeah, I
Honestly,
know.
makes life easier whilst
It
it's
does.
crazy.
Gratitude, my God, especially right now. Like I said, you've been such a great advocate online. Thank you. It's really
Thank
nice to see that.
you.
A lot and overwhelming. No, I
Mhm.
love that about you. That's so great. I have a hard time when people ask me questions. That's why I do this interview, so I don't have to answer anything. I just ask you.
What's yours though? Come on. You gotta give it me. Your 3.
Yeah. You want me to do my 3?
Yeah. I'll put
Okay.
it back on.
Okay, I'm gonna put a foodie because I love to cook food.
Mother.
I'm pescatarian, so I eat a lot of fish. Do you like
Yeah.
fish? Like salmon?
Summon me up.
Mhm.
Summon me up.
Just kisses, I know. Um, I would say I'm caring. I like to
Yeah.
be kind to people, like, no matter what. I will smile at anyone when I'm walking past them on the
Good.
street. You never know, you can change people's day. And then lastly, um, crap, it is hard. I would say excited. I'm always excited.
Beautiful one.
Excited. I guess
Love
it's
it.
kinda like you. I, have ADHD,
Yeah.
so I'm always like, "Woo!"
I'm
But I
very
love my personality, so I embrace it. Thank you for asking, that's kind.
I'm right.
Um,
We're together.
so you mentioned Glee, which is wild. I used to kinda watch that as a kid,
Mhm.
and, you said that kinda, like, sparked your interest in acting? Or, like, what was your very, very first memory of being like, "Oh, I like that?"
Do you know what? There was at my just normal school, normal like high school,
Mhm.
I did drama GCSE.
Okay, cool. Yeah,
So
just a class to sign up. Is it theater?
yes, yeah. And I did it more because I'm not very academic or anything like that. So it was always like sports or music or what else can we do that's a bit more creative.
Sure.
I remember doing this play and I learned it, and I remember people laughing in the audience and me being someone completely different, and it
Wow,
was fun, and then to click out and people were like, "Oh, that was fun," and I was like, "Wait, I forgot where I was." It was like escapism.
that's amazing.
I
That's
loved
a trip too, because I think acting is something there I don't think I could just possibly do it. Remembering lines seems such a like a weird taboo thing to me, but it comes
yeah.
natural. Did it come naturally to you kind of in high school?
Not really, actually.
Yeah.
Not really. It took a bit of time because when you were saying about ADHD, me too, and dyslexia. So
Mm,
those words, it can get so muddled up. But
yeah.
there's something to me in the classes that, if I'm being honest, didn't really enjoy. I would
Yeah.
just sit there and write short stories, and then as I was walking home, I remember seeing those short stories come to light in my head.
Oh, yeah.
I also have half brothers and sisters who I just count as my brothers and sisters,
Of
but they
course.
didn't live with me. So I was like in a house as like an only child. And I would then do those scenes in and play them out as soon as I got at home, and would just be acting with myself in the mirror. And if that's what I do now to learn lines, is I
I
act
love
with myself.
that.
It's,
Sounds like you're a visual learner. I was such a visual learner in
yeah,
school. Like, I wasn't that great. Like, I got by, I went to university and all of that, but
yeah.
yeah, being creative, I like that, and being expressive. Okay, that's really interesting. Do you remember the play that made people laugh?
It was, oh my gosh, what's it called? I always got. It was by a Liverpudlian playwright.
Interesting. It goes
But
way back. No, it's totally fine. It'll come back to you in the middle of it. You go, oh, that's it. I have a funny story. I did one play in my whole life, and it was Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
I swear I got casted because I used to have the biggest, like, buck teeth ever. I'm not even exaggerating, and I had braces, and I was the rabbit, and I had to sing and do, like, the whole bunny dance. It was great, and that was my one and only play. So I commend you for just, like, embracing it and loving it. That is so cool.
Oh, thank
So,
you.
high school, did you do any more plays in school?
Yeah, I played Jan in Greece.
No way.
Yeah, that was
That
funny.
is cool. Did you are you a singer?
You know what? I actually did do musical theatre for a bit, but
Okay.
I'm not. But I loved the acting through the song and through the dance, and then I realized through that I just really love acting.
Mhm.
So I absolutely love to sing and dance whenever, but that mainly now happens in the shower.
Okay. Oh, yeah, same here.
No?
Boston Alicia Keys in the shower. You know it.
You know, that's it.
That's so great. Um, so did you have a favorite, like, movie growing up too that you liked the acting in? Can you remember?
Oh,
Gosh.
I love so many. If I'm being honest, it was more theatre at the beginning. It was
That's fine.
always
Yeah,
theatre that
that's really
got me.
cool.
And oh gosh, this will forever stay with me. I was lucky enough to go on a trip to New York when I was
Mhm.
like 16, and my family were amazing. I didn't think that we'd be able to afford it, and they
Yeah.
were and saved up.
Oh my
And
god, amazing.
mate, I watched Cynthia Erivo and Jennifer Hudson in The Color Purple
Are you serious?
for real.
Like,
And I
theater play, this is movie or theater?
so this was in the theater on
Oh my
Broadway.
god, literally on Broadway, okay. Oh my god, I got goosebumps.
It was absolutely incredible. And I remember sitting there, and my school wasn't diverse. Like, it was only me and one of my really good friends, Paige. We were the only like two brown black girls there.
Same. It was like 4. It was 4 or 5 at my school. It was
That,
ridiculous. We have a lot of common things. Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
we do. And I remember going to The Color Purple, and this theater was packed with beautiful black skin,
Oh, yeah.
and it was
Oh my
amazing. And all like the little jokes, or like the references, all this the beautiful like embracing heritage, and then this really heartbreaking story that was going on in front of me. And then
yeah.
Cynthia Erivo did this thing where in the song I'm Here, she goes, I'm gonna put my shoulders back and look you straight in the eye. And then she said, she was like, I'm beautiful. And for the first time, and this is my first time properly in America, and I had this woman in front of me go, oh my gosh, praise me. Ah,
Oh my god, you get
all these amazing people. It looked like they were at church.
Oh my
And
god.
hit me. And I remember seeing a quote by an incredible, incredible poet, musician, artist called Kay Tempest. And they're amazing. And they wrote this little thing in a book of theirs that said, when everybody in a theatre is in sync, our heartbeats become in sync.
That's beautiful.
And that's a true fact. And I felt it in that room.
Oh,
And
Alicia.
that was like, I need to do this.
Wow, literally goosebumps. If I saw that, I'd probably cry. And you're 16, that's like peak high school, hormones are raging, you just want good things to happen, and you were there in New York. Wow,
It was,
incredible.
yeah,
Um,
amazing. J
have you
Hood.
have you seen Dreamgirls? That was my favorite. I literally blast that song, and I ain't telling you.
Yeah.
In the
Let's
car.
go.
Oh my god. When I saw Jennifer Hudson do that solo, I cried. Beautiful.
Oh, beautiful. I
Beyonce
know.
Beyonce's in it too. I forgot the third person. Wow. Thank you for that lovely story.
Absolutely.
Um, so after high school, did you attend university? Uni? That's what you call it,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Uni.
Una.
Uni.
Una.
Okay.
I did. Yeah. So
Nice.
I was lucky enough to get onto auditions are hard to get into drama school.
Okay.
And
There's
I
different
got
paths.
into
Okay.
a musical theatre degree in Liverpool, but I always wanted to go to London, always. Just like this kid from a small town who was like, "I just want to go. It looks magical, please." And I got into a musical theatre, a musical theatre foundation course and an acting foundation course. But the
Oh,
acting
cool.
was part time, and I was like, no, I want full time. I want blood, sweat, and tears in this. So that was my experience of musical theatre. And
I
luckily I got help, like money wise, because it can be expensive.
Oh my God, it really is. Trust me. I
Thank
know.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Like, and then I ended up from that getting onto the 3-year degree for at a place called Mount View, which is in London.
Okay. Oh, sweet. In London.
I
Okay.
loved
You
it.
did embrace it. So full-time pursuing acting school for 3 years, you said? And then
Yeah,
the degree that you have, what is it called?
it's a BA Hons in acting.
Oh, yeah, Bachelor's of Art, right?
That's
Yeah.
it.
Okay, cool. I was a business major,
Hey,
uh,
look at
in
you.
business, woo! I guess you
Yeah.
could say business.
Yeah.
That's really cool. God, acting and, like, where to go, and I know drama school isn't for everyone. It just seems intimidating. Like, did you have different, options in your head where you wanted to go, or you were, like, super straight on London? Like, "I wanna go to London." Like, there wasn't any other place?
It was always London, but
Mhm,
mainly because like I've a lot of people even who I've worked with recently on the same shows,
mhm,
they go to drama school and you don't need to go to drama
mhm.
school at all. It was just me, this little like 16-year-old going, I don't know anybody in this industry. I don't
Yeah,
know anything about it. I want to study acting every day. I love it. Like it
it's
was
so
just
great. I
the
love that.
London. I want
Yeah.
to do it. So, I know a lot of people just do acting classes or they find their way in it that way. But I really wanted to go. I want 3 years, and also I wanted to go uni. I
Yeah,
wanted to
the experience of college. Yep.
do it.
I lived in a dorm for a little bit. I got that college experience. Pretty cool.
It's
Okay. Well, you're
beautiful.
doing it now. I can't wait to talk more about it. Um, so in university, do you have anyone that you can think of that was like a mentor or influence for you?
Uh,
Anybody speak
yeah,
out?
there was. I had a teacher who in my foundation course. I'm gonna say his name because he's amazing. His name was Eddie Gower, and
Woo.
shout out Eddie. And he when I got in, he took me to the side and he was like, just me and him one on one. He didn't need to do this, and he just said, "I know you've got something special. We just need to work on some stuff." And I think that was the thing, even with ADHD within acting, you need to your brain's going and you need to focus
Mhm.
in. And I think at 16, I was like, well, this character's doing this, so I want to show every single bit of their story in one monologue. And actually, you don't need to do that.
You're passionate. See, this is where your passion comes in, right?
There it is. So Eddie helped me the whole way, and I will forever be grateful that he did that. He set me on a good path for drama school because then it
Yeah.
leads to other paths, doesn't it?
It does. Oh, that's really beautiful. Nice shout out. That is really a sweet little takeaway.
Yeah.
Um, so in university, did you do a lot of plays as well, like getting your feet comfortable and things?
Yeah, it's crazy, because that's what my degree mainly was, and that's why I wanted to go for theatre. I
You're
love
right.
theatre. And I'd never really been like a filmy when I was younger. Like I wasn't fully into it. Now I am
Yeah,
fully.
because I was gonna say, when is that kind of like flip? Because I was gonna say the next question was literally, what was your first ever like project in the film industry? Was it Waterloo Road, or did you have smaller things like a short film that you did?
Yeah, so during actually my drama school training, we only got like I think it was 2 lessons a week on TV and film in my
Okay.
second year. So
Oh
our
wow.
whole first year
Okay.
theatre, most of our second year theatre, and then you do 2 plays, oh no, 3 plays at the end of the whole year. And if
Oh,
you want
wow.
to film the short film, you can, but it's plays,
Mhm.
plays, 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 plays.
Lots of theater. Got it. Okay.
Yeah. So your agent takes you off your theatre performance mainly, and then you do a little show reel, but it's not massive, you
Oh,
know.
okay. Sure.
Um, So yeah, that was in terms of getting into the TV. Mine was a bit of a crazy way in.
I love stories like this. How does
So
that happen for
here's a
people? I don't get it. I'm
So
ready.
I actually graduated in 2020, so when COVID hit.
Oh my God. You graduated during 2020. Wow, that's insane.
So our course just cut off,
Wow.
and luckily I got an agent, which was great. But I was like, I don't want to wait. I don't want to wait around. Like, I just want to act and write and act and write. And
Yeah.
luckily, while I was like trying to apply for other things myself, I found the National Film and Television School, which do writing. And I
Wow.
was like, yes, I can do this. And I
Yeah.
looked at this like little course and learned about writing for like TV and film and short films. And then during that, I did a Shakespeare play, which was profit share. So it wasn't about the money.
Oh,
Who
wow.
cared about that? It was just to act. And
Wow.
I played a lad called Lysander. I look like a B-Tech Drake. That's what I
Oh my
say.
God. You have to send me pictures later. I want to
I
see this. Okay,
You'll
thank you.
see it. You'll see
Thank
it.
you.
And I did not know, but the casting director for Waterloo Road came to watch that.
No way.
Came to watch.
Whoa. This is
Found
crazy story.
out the producer came to watch it. Another producer came to watch it, and after many, and at the end of that performance, the casting director pulled me to the side and said, "I'd like you to audition for Waterloo Road." And I was sat there with the beard on my face like this, huh?
You're your little lad self.
What was
That is
that?
a wild story, Alicia. And
Yeah.
did you have any idea they were in the crowd? Like, oh, I got to put on my best performance, or was this a surprise to you?
Somebody said to me that the casting director, the incredible Michelle Smith, might be coming to it, but we never knew when, how, who. We didn't know anything. So
Wow.
I was just like, you've got to, every single performance, you've got to do your best because people are paid for it. I wouldn't be happy if I paid for a ticket and somebody wasn't giving 100.
Mm-hmm.
And look,
Exactly. Just
you
go
just
for it.
yeah.
Oh, wow. That is wild. And so I looked up Waterloo Road. So I actually have an Express VPN. That's how I was able to watch time
No
because
way.
United States, it's so hard to like stream British stuff. But it looks like it goes back like 12 seasons. Like you're on the last two that came out, right? 11 or 12. I watched a little bit of it. You're badass, like very bold in the beginning. Like your first line, I forgot what you said, but it's just like a kid comes up
Oh
from
yeah.
his car and you say something. I was like, that's totally badass. um,
She's a baddie.
but did you know about Waterloo Road before you got casted?
Yeah, so I was watching it growing up when I was
Oh,
like
wow.
10, 11,
Okay.
and then it stopped for a long period of time. And I remember seeing it on Twitter. It said like Waterloo Road's coming back. And my friend sent it to me and she was like, mate. And I went, mate, are you joking? Like it was like my childhood,
Yeah.
basically. So for it to come back was amazing. And then when I read the description of Kelly Jo, the character, it
Uh-huh.
was like this young girl with who's naughty. She's this, she's that. Everybody thinks that she's not going to succeed. And then you find out that she's got ADHD and that she's,
Oh my gosh.
yeah, so her whole storyline is about her having ADHD. Yeah.
I need to watch that then. I really need to just go
Yeah.
ahead and watch it because now I just got this Express VPN so I can actually binge a UK show. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm ready for it. My friend is familiar with it and she said that there's like a lot of representation in it.
Yeah,
That's
absolutely. Which,
mhm.
God, because
Right off the bat, I noticed in the school, which is really cool to see.
yes, definitely. And that was something to me that I remember one of the first chats we had was about
Mhm.
your hair and how the way that they want their hair. And I was like, well, have we cast Kelly Jo's like parents here? What's her background? Do we know what's going on with that? And
Mhm.
my mom's white as well, so
Mhm.
she ended up casting the most incredible woman called Holly J. Bowes. She's amazing.
Wow.
Holly J is incredible, and she she was casting it, but I said to her, well, how is her relationship with her mom and her hair? because if she might not know how to do her hair, or like, can we go really, really deep into it to know? And because
Wow.
of that conversation, we then recently had an episode come out where Kelly Jo gets braids for the first time. And because
Wow.
her hair was grown with her over that. So it was amazing. Like, they really
Oh
listened.
my gosh, this is speaking to me like more than you know. I think I told you my mom's adopted.
Yeah.
I grew up with my grandparents who are white.
Mhm.
Um, and I always make fun of them for this and they know this story, but my grandparents did not know how to take care of black hair. And
Yeah.
they literally, not on purpose, made my hair into dreadlocks. Like it wasn't like good dreads. It was just like they didn't take care of it literally. And so I did the big chop and like restarted. But and I
Yeah.
asked them about it today and they're just naive and it's okay. But God, that resonates with me a lot. And
Absolutely.
actually in 2021, I got a weave for the first time and I wanted to try it and it was freaking painful and I took it
Yeah.
out pretty quickly. But yeah, black hair is something.
It
And
is. And it was
beautiful.
so important. It
And
was so
black hair,
important.
textured hair now. I want to be everyone. Textured hair is beautiful.
That's it. And I
Yeah.
think it's like the whole thing we were listened to, and you don't get many producers who, or executive producers or shows, who are willing to sit there with you as an actor to
Right.
go, where do you think her journey is going to go? And I was like,
Wow.
an opportunity to do this, please. And they ended up making it a storyline, and I think that is incredible because you don't,
Yeah.
that doesn't happen.
It
They
does
are
not happen. I was
amazing.
just gonna say, wow. Okay, well, I watched. I guess it was what season 12 or 11. Your hair is beautiful and it's like slicked back and then a big
Oh,
natural
yeah.
kind of fro. Is that your real natural hair?
It was
Okay.
until I walked into Time, and when I spoke to the hair and makeup team, they were like,
Mhm.
"What should we do? Shall we have braids?" And I was thinking about my show reel. I was thinking about, and I was thinking, I just had braids, and then I thought, "What's this character? Who is she?" And I thought, she's not going to be wanting to get up and do her braids every now and then. She'd probably get it off. And I went, "Do you
Like
want to
low
shave
maintenance.
it off?" And they went, "You'd actually shave it off?" And I went, "Yeah, man, it grows back." And
No.
so it's short now under this.
Okay. That's literally a perfect segue into Time because that's what I was really I messaged you about. So thank you for that. But
Yeah.
yeah, your hair is super short. So that was your natural hair, obviously. Did it have
Yeah.
like a little line in it, like a design?
Yeah,
It's
which is
pretty
a really
cool.
cool story. So the hair and makeup team and a lot of the team actually got to go into one of the female prisons in the UK.
Wow.
And Leslie, who was head of hair and makeup, she's awesome. You know, just a legend. She's just a
Oh, that's
legend.
fabulous.
And she walked over to this woman who was serving her food in the canteen, and she had that my
Wow.
character had. And
Mhm.
she was like, I looked at her and thought, I wouldn't mess with you, but she was so funny. And
Wow.
that was like a little bit of personality. And
For
she went,
sure.
"Can I do that?" And I went, "Do what you want, honestly. Just do
Oh my
it."
god, you're very open to things. Heck, this
Yeah,
is a really unique setting. Like I feel like this is like a once in a lifetime cool setting. So you went for it. Okay. That is
yeah.
so cool. Okay. So let's just get into Time. For those who don't know, can you explain really quickly what Time is about?
Yeah, so Time is set in Liverpool in England, and it follows three incredible women's story of the prison experience, how they got into prison, but as well, you kind of understand everybody in the ensemble and their journeys. It's definitely about hearing for the first time a lot of unheard voices and
Mm,
trying to beat stereotypes, which I
yeah.
think is so important.
It's true. That show actually resonated with me a lot. So I keep mentioning my grandparents and my
Mm,
mom's adopted. My mom struggles really badly with mental health. She has
yeah. Mhm.
bipolar disorder. Are you
Yeah.
familiar with that disorder? Um,
Absolutely.
so my mom actually lives in a group home, and my mom has gone to jail before in her past. So I just saw a lot of her in every character
Yeah.
throughout, and it was good and bad, like things. It was just really emotional. But
Yeah.
for you,
And
what
thank you
was?
for that.
Oh yeah, you're welcome.
Mm.
What was the audition process like for you? Was it a self-tape? Was it in person? How
Yeah,
does
it was. I remember doing it during filming for Waterloo Road. Me and one of the other characters, my cast, Priya Sasha Kamari, we lived together. We got the opportunity to actually live together.
Oh,
And
cool.
she helped me with the self-tape. And then from the self-tape, we then went in a room with casting director and our director, Andrea, who again, amazing, Andrea Harkin.
Oh, yes.
She's fantastic.
Yeah, she seems up and coming. I would like to talk to her too. She seems great.
Yeah, she's perfect. She's amazing.
Yeah,
Her brain is like, and a beautiful person. I think that's what's important with directors. If you feel like you can approach them, and in my eyes, you know that they're doing an incredible job because they're doing everything.
Oh,
They
yeah.
they are what people's they're gonna see it through their lens, isn't it? Well, with the cinematography and everything. And then to be approachable and lovely at the same time is incredible. But yeah, so then I was in the room for it and then I got offered it, which was great. Thank God.
Wow. And your character's name is Sarah, right?
Yes. Sarah
Okay. That's really cool. So, when you get like a script, did it describe the character quite well, or did it change a lot when you were like on set?
I know that it was a very open casting, like they didn't know exactly, it didn't say like what she looked like, it didn't say anything like that. And I think up to 30s. And that's a big difference from
That
someone
is.
who's 21 and 30.
Uh-huh.
So that was I think they auditioned a lot of people of everything basically.
Yeah.
And yeah, I remember it saying that all it really said about her was that she knows what Abby has done in
Right.
prison.
Mhm.
And that was really it. There wasn't really
Yeah.
much to go off. So you have to kind of make it up for yourself.
That's creative, and it's such an art, and look at you got it, so you must have done an incredible job, and your role is so freaking scary. That's why I'm like, who is this freaking actor? Sorry, I didn't know Waterloo Road. I live in the US. That's my
That's
there's
all, man. It's so
but
funny.
I don't obviously, it's not a huge speaking role, but when you speak, Alicia, it's like, I don't wanna I'm, like, freaking scared, and it's your facial expressions, and we'll get into that. So,
Yeah.
like, how did you go about, like, preparing for the role of Sarah when you got it? Did you have to? Because 'cause you're such obviously a bright and energetic person. I did not think this. I didn't know what I was gonna get from you today.
That's
So your
amazing.
actions. Okay, so yeah, how did you prep?
My prep was very much like, what does she do in her own time? And then I had to go from there. So I was like, I feel like she's very confident, probably with the ladies. I feel like that's
Well,
probably
yeah. There's a
like with
part where, it's like the second scene, I think, in the quad, and you're on the bench, and you have, like, your arm over a girl. Like, I kinda got that presence. Like, it was discreet, but you kinda felt, "Talk to you later," or
yeah.
kind of.
And you know what was interesting? Again, something beautiful about Andrea. She was saying like, "Can we just get you a friend?" And I was like, actually, background wise, I think it'd be better for me if we could get someone that she can flirt with, like a possible girlfriend,
Yeah,
or
yeah.
just somebody who she's doing stuff with. She's probably doing stuff with somebody else over there and someone else over there, and
Get
she got
crazy
it.
in
So I
prison.
loved it. Yeah.
Wow.
So, and just from her listening, then my backstory made sense and I could do it.
Wow. And
Perfect.
so intense. Did you,
Yeah.
every day, like, on set, or, like, just or just you preparing for the role, were you in an angry mindset? Like, are you good at, like, switching off your personalities for
Oh
it?
yeah.
Like, okay.
There's somebody once told me about Spotify, and I made a Spotify like a lot of rap, Liverpool music.
Oh, wow, I would love to hear that. That's intense,
Oh,
right?
I'll send you that as well. I'll
Okay.
send it over.
Send me some.
I
Whoa.
It was good, but there was also, I asked makeup if they could put a little bit of red under my eyes. That's not like noticeable fully. But to me, she's that type of person that's probably snuck in some weed or has like a
Yeah,
weed.
I actually have a picture. I took it from
Yeah.
so
Oh my
insane.
God. Yeah. So I kind of always wanted her to be a little bit, there was something to me in her eyes that were
Yeah.
probably a little bit wavy, a little bit daisy.
Yes.
And I wanted that because I think there's something about, I was like, so there was a scene actually that didn't get done in the end because of COVID.
Oh,
People ended
wow.
up with COVID, so we had to cut some scenes.
And it
And I was
happens, yeah.
like, it happens. Yeah, she's got to get on with life. But that scene, she like proper starts going for it. So people,
Really?
there's a police officer, and she's like, "Why are you talking to her when I'm doing this? Why are you doing that?" And I
Wow.
was like, "Actually, I'm happy it didn't get done because
Mm.
what I ended up liking about my character is keeping her small, and I think that's what was scary, that she didn't raise her voice. It was all very low."
Yes. It's threatening to me, like, less is more in a way, you know that saying, "Less is more"?
Yeah.
You really conveyed that.
Oh, thank
Wow.
you. Appreciate it.
Welcome. Do you have any, specific, like, rituals or routines that you do to get into the mindset of a character before filming?
Do you know what? I don't.
That's
No.
fine.
I
That's
think some
cool.
there was something for, like, Kelly Jo, one of our incredible castmates,
Mhm.
her daughter has autism and ADHD, and her
Mm.
daughter sits there and does this thing with her fingers where she kinda clicks them.
Yeah.
When she was telling me about that, she then showed me a video of her daughter doing it, and then I
Wow.
kind of used it and would move back and forth to get into Kelly Jo, and then kind
Wow.
of start talking like her a bit more, and then all of
Sure.
a sudden, like, it does something to your body, like, it reminds you who you now are, and with Sarah, there was something about just being still and then doing the eye, and that was it. Because it's hard actually to be still.
I was gonna say oh, yeah, for me, I like to move and, like, fidget or, like, you
Yeah,
even now, I can, like, move my leg, you can't even tell.
yeah, yeah. Love
But,
that.
yeah, Sarah in Time is very still, and the eyes really do the telling. Like, you convey so much with your eyes, Alicia. Did you know you could do that, or did you, like is that just come naturally, and then it
I didn't
just shows
know
on the camera?
I didn't know it did come on the camera, so
Yes,
that's good to know.
it's so crazy.
Wow.
Um, and you say "yeah" a lot, but each "yeah" has a different tone. Did you have to practice that too? Yeah. God, it
It's
was so threatening, I hate it.
There was something about the writers Jimmy McGovern and Helen Black are incredible, actual legends. But I loved that Sarah didn't say a lot because then to me there was stuff going on in her head. So to
Yes.
say yeah 3 times was like sometimes people go, "Oh no, then you've got to say it differently and differently and differently." But I was actually just like, she's not listening to her. She's not actually listening to her. She's just saying it. So
Oh,
there's
you're
something
so
in
right.
that of going, what more like what's going on for this other character? And Tamara, who I was doing a scene with, Tamara Lawrence, who's incredible.
Mhm.
When some of the actor gives you everything, you don't really need to do much anyway. And she was giving
That's
everything.
she was given everything. I think one of my favorite scenes too is, like, obviously the quad scene.
Mm.
She's like, "I had to think," and she's threatening Sarah because she has life in prison. She's like, "I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm in life. I can do whatever."
Wow.
Um And you say, "Yeah," with a serious look, but threatened. And then when, um, Abby leaves, you have kind of like a scared look. Is that true? Like, when she threatens you with that information, I feel like your demeanor changes a little bit, and it's very subtle but apparent. Did you
Yeah,
notice that
it
yourself?
was more of a it's interesting because you know what's going to happen next. Sometimes I
Yeah.
like to put myself in the audience's shoes
Mhm.
and kind of go, what if I then give a scared look, the audience are gonna think, "Oh, she's backed off." When in
Mm.
actual fact, I knew that in the next scene, Sarah tells her friend what Abby's done, and then her friend tells everyone
Oh,
what
and the visiting scene?
Yes, yeah,
I
yeah.
was like "Why did you" I knew it. I was like, "You told" like, you're not intimidated, I guess. Is
No,
Sarah not intimidated at all by Abby? Like, nothing?
no, not intimidated by anyone. I think there's something to me inside, probably, but at the outside, I not showing anything. So then when she's gone, I feel like if we were in real time and the camera was there, she probably would have been like, "That's funny," and then laughed and walked off knowing exactly what she's doing. But sometimes you have got to do a bit of a camera trick when you lead the audience down a different path.
Yeah.
I
It's
love
so
that.
true. But, yeah, the visiting scene too. You, like, are laid back in the chair, but there's, like, a smirk. There's always a smirk going on too with the role of
That's
Sarah.
funny. Yeah.
That damn smirk.
Yeah.
It makes me like, "Arr." Um, so good.
Oh,
Yeah, Tamara Lawrence is great. It's so cool that you got to work closely with her.
oh,
Very
yeah.
good. Um, Well done. And okay, this is funny.
Yeah,
Do you see anything in Sarah, or do you see more in Kelly Jo?
for myself.
Oh,
Imagine if I said Sarah. That would
I
be
know, I'm just kidding. Well, you never know. No.
myself. You know what? It's interesting. I always say I see Kelly Jo like a little sister
That's
who, because I don't have a little sister, I'm
mhm.
always like, if I did, and she'd probably be like that, and I'd want to guide her. And
Mm,
someone like Sarah, I grew up around a lot of people like Sarah,
yeah.
so I understood her on a level of
Mhm.
that, and
Like
I think
sympathy in a way. You don't have to
that's it.
yeah. Mhm.
Because you can't, I think this world we judge people a lot without knowing them. But when you've grown up being judged, or you've grown up seeing your friends being judged, then you're kind of like you look at the world differently. So I will
Mm.
never put Kelly Jo, who's seen as this crazy, annoying kid, and then Sarah, who's seen as this nasty girl. I'll never judge any of them because actually, the backstory that I had to create for Sarah was like she's been through a lot, and
Oh,
actually, she might have done something illegal, which I'm not excusing, but she did it because that's all she's known.
right.
There's been no
Oh,
other escape, and
I
Kelly Jo
get it.
doesn't. She's 16. She doesn't understand her brain
Right.
yet. And if
It's
everyone's calling you stupid, you're gonna think you're stupid.
yeah, so vulnerable during that time, like Kelly Jo's. And do you know how old Sarah is? Like you said, the age range could have been different. Like, is she in her 20s maybe?
I decided that she was like 22,
Yeah.
23-ish.
Okay.
More like this girl that has just been, I knew that she wasn't there for long.
Yeah.
So I knew that she was like, I can just have a bit of a laugh in here. And
Yeah.
then when we got to speak to some women in prison who were lovely, and this was the thing that I spoke to this incredible young woman. I don't know her name, and I wasn't able to see her on the Zoom call that we did. But we had such a good chat, and I said to her at the end, I went, me and you, it's I don't know who you are, but I know that we probably could be incredible friends in the
Oh,
outside world. And genuinely, I could have went down that path. You could have went down my path. It's just different paths in life.
super
That's all.
past it's so damn true. Some people are less fortunate and things happen in life, but you have a lot of sympathy, and I have a lot of
Mm.
sympathy for people in prison and stories. Actually, my mom has been to jail several times, and God, it wasn't necessarily her mental illness got the best of her, and it's really hard. And you can take ownership and responsibility, and like obviously be aware of what you've done, but you can make up for it hopefully, and just be aware. Yeah, it's a lot, very emotional. Um, so with your role on set of Time, did you get to stay around and watch other people act, or were you kind of in your own bubble? How did that work?
Yeah, it was amazing. I like to watch a lot of the time. And I
Mhm.
think is in the future, I'm hoping to direct a short film that I've wrote soon. So wait,
Oh,
thank you.
yeah,
It's coming around.
exciting.
So when you love your job as well, I think that's what you just want to embrace it. And
Oh,
it's
yeah,
like when can you just say, I can sit here and I can watch Bella Ramsey act incredibly. I can just watch
yeah.
that. I can
Mhm.
watch all these incredible actors around me do what they're gifted at. Or I can sit in my trailer. I'm gonna go watch.
I'm gonna go watch. Oh, I'm such a visual. You learn. I bet
Yeah.
you take notes and get inspired. Did you get to kind of pick Andrea's brain or anybody else in like the crew department to because obviously you want to be a writer, so that's really cool. So,
Yeah, I did. And on it very much felt like a family vibe.
mhm.
And any opportunity, obviously, as well, you got to kind of gauge it to go. You've got a very busy day. I'm just going to leave you to
Yeah,
it.
of course, right?
Yeah, but like I remember at the end when we were all like, celebrating. It was wrap party, we were drinking, it was just having a fun time. And I
Yeah,
remember talking to people, and then from that I ended up sending some scripts and having feedback and like talking about the future, and
that's
so
really great.
it was amazing.
I love that.
Level.
Oh, wow. And then just like in general for Waterloo and Time, these are obviously film environments. Are they both really good, safe environments? I love talking about this because I've had people on who, like, maybe they haven't had the best experience on set,
Mhm.
and it can be intimidating. So, did you feel safe and, like, respected and just felt like you could be yourself?
Yes,
That's
100%.
really good.
And
Yeah.
especially for Waterloo Road, that was my first ever, like, TV job. So I
Yeah,
learned a lot.
you learned a
I
lot.
But one of the biggest things, and me and Priya Sasha always would talk about it when we'd come back to our own place of going, I've also learned my voice and how important my voice is. Because
Mm.
sometimes you might see a line and this writer has only come on for one episode and you've been playing your character for the past 15 episodes.
Whoa.
So this
So
writer's coming on and you might have said a line that actually would not come out of your character's mouth at all. And it's not
mhm,
their fault. It's they're trying to figure it out. But
mhm,
but with full respect, have a go about it in a way that's going to be helpful for everybody and
right.
other people are learning. Like there was a scene in which it included a police officer and there was characters in that. There was a lot of black characters in there, and we
Mm.
were like, "Well, it's gonna be better if you're gonna put police next to a lot of black actors, and the scene is students kind of being and the police getting at each other,
Oh,
and there's not a lot of white people speaking around. It's going to look like a race
oh.
thing. You don't want it to look like a race
I
thing.
was
You're
gonna
just
say, my thought literally just went to like,
that
whoa.
And it wasn't at all. It was just these characters would speak up because they're passionate and just as their
Right.
character, nothing to do with skin tone. But that's when then, as a conversation, I then went forward and went, "Is there any chance that we can sit down and just look at dividing these lines so that it doesn't look like that?"
Wow.
And that took. If you told me that I was going to do that on the first day of the job, I thinking that I wouldn't have had the balls to do
Really?
that.
I was gonna say that takes courage and res
Yeah,
be respectful in a way while you're
but that
conveying
they
them.
set
Wow,
that up
wow.
that I
That
could
is
do that.
that makes me so happy. Honestly, collaborative effort. That is so beautiful.
Yeah.
Seriously, Alicia, wow. Um, I would love to just talk about, like, kind of like general acting questions if you're down. But
Let's do
before
it.
we get into that, really quickly for time, what
Yeah.
was the most challenging scene on set? I know, yeah, was there any challenging, or did you kind of just feel natural and it was easy?
It did always feel natural, which was
That's
great.
really cool. That's
But,
great.
there was some scenes where I guess you've got to like, the director has got eyes on everyone, so you
Mhm.
have got to think of your own story, and there is a bit where, have you watched it all?
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Okay, you'll know what I'm on about. So there's a scene where Abby comes in, Tamara's character, and she eats the food, and she's like, "What is that?"
Oh, yeah,
The
we
sh
can spoil it. People, just watch the damn show. Oh,
Yeah.
oh, yeah. Was it actually poop? I wasn't sure.
Yeah, so in the script, it doesn't say who did it or
Right.
anything, and I love ad-libbing. I think it's so fun, and I just started and then we all sat there as a team, I was like, "Who probably did it?" And Faye, amazing. She's an amazing actress, like,
Oh,
what she
wow.
oh,
She's a
she's
badass in it. Oh my
yeah,
gosh.
badass,
Mhm.
and she was like, "It's probably Sarah." So then on the spot, I was just like asked, just, "Can you ad-lib?" And I was like, "Oh, is it a bit spicy?" Or something like that.
Yes,
Someone said to me like, "I love that line," and I was like, it's crazy because that just came from a chat."
really. Oh
Yeah,
god.
little things like that. You have those moments that you've got to, but it's fun to figure it out. But then I remember there was quite a hard scene. You know the heavy stuff in it. There's a lot of heavy stuff,
Mhm.
and I think what is hard is being a character who is hard and won't be sad about it and won't watch somebody with sympathy, even if they might feel it in the heart. They ain't gonna think about it.
Oh, yeah.
Scene where I was sat on the top of in like the kitchen and I was
Mhm,
watching what was going on for Kelsey, so Bella's character,
mhm.
and they were basically trying to take the drugs from her private parts.
Oh, yeah, that's a hard scene to watch too.
It was
Yeah.
really hard. I was sat there just watching it here in front of me,
Oh,
and
wow.
you've got to remember your character in that.
That's
And
true. Yeah.
Bella is the most incredible actor.
Oh my
Holy
god.
moly. So
Oh,
then character walk past and Bella's going like having a panic attack as the
Right.
character. All you want to do is go, "Are you okay?" That's
You're
all you want
okay,
to
good
do.
job. But you have to stay in character because the
That's
camera's
it.
still rolling, right?
Still rolling. But then when they say cut, it was so beautiful to watch everyone go over and see
Mm,
if Bella needed time, then Bella needed time, but everyone was there.
right.
And
Wow.
I've got you. I've got you. Don't
So
worry.
so
Yeah.
weird. All of the characters are so intimidating and they all have these big, bold, powerful personalities, but then to switch it, wow, that's really beautiful. I know I've
Everyone.
seen like behind the scenes, you dancing or just really cool photos from behind the scenes. Seems like a great family. That makes me
Oh,
so happy.
yeah.
God, these characters, man, very intense.
I know
Um,
that's
what was your most memorable day on set for time?
one of the most memorable. I'm going to say there is in the breaks, as in like when we have our lunch,
Oh, sure.
we brought a speaker out and we were all dancing.
I
And
love music.
I
Oh,
was
yeah.
thinking people, no candy, just like candy. I feel it when we were even, and we were all just doing the dance. And I brought one of those, like the older camcorders.
Yeah. So
And
vintage.
yeah, I was bringing out the vintage, and we were all just dancing. So because the storylines are so heavy, the beautiful moments were a lot of the time off set, which
Yeah.
was lovely. So that will always stick with me because we just had a laugh.
That's what you need after these hard takes and
Yeah.
intense, dark
And
scenes.
actually, I lie. This is another great
Oh,
bit.
okay.
Hamilton, Hamilton musical.
Oh, yeah.
And I just started singing and rapping, and then Bella did, and then we looked at each other, and then we just rapped the whole thing. And everyone was like,
Badass.
"What's going on?" And then we were like, "Okay, back to set." And then it was really deep, and I was
How
like,
do
"No,
you
but
do it? It's such
no."
a beautiful thing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Oh,
Freak.
they're so entertaining. I would love to see you on set, just being your positive, beautiful self. Oh, I love
Aw,
that.
nice. Thank you.
Uh, all right, general acting questions.
Yep.
You like watching yourself perform?
Not with the eyes of Alicia, but the character. So
Okay.
I like it when after cut, you can then go back and have a little look at the screen and
Oh, okay.
watch that to make
Mhm.
sure I'm doing the right thing for the character.
Sure.
But yeah,
That's
more for the character hat on.
God, I don't know how people do it or, like, premieres and you see your face on the big TV screen.
No. But
Do
this is
you
it. If
Yeah.
I watch time, that's not me.
It's
So it's
not you at all. I can
me. Yay.
so crazy. That's what you want, that's acting. Oh
That's
my god.
acting. So if I
Um,
see me, I go, what am I doing? That's not what I'm being paid to do.
oh my gosh. So when you watch yourself, do you, like yeah, I'm always curious, like, when you are watching yourself on screen, like, are you saying the lines in your head, or are you just watching it like a like a regular audience member? I feel like it's so different. How
Definitely
do you
audience.
Yeah, okay, you're in it, just watching it. Okay, very cool.
We're in.
And then, do you like to play characters that are, like, similar to you more? Or do you like to step out of your comfort zone?
I
Or do you
love
like
a challenge.
You love a challenge. Okay, cool. Yeah,
100%. Like,
that's awesome.
um, Kelly Joe, I didn't know I had ADHD till I went to university.
Mm,
So and I was a very good kid at school. Like, obviously, you can be a bit cheeky, you can do all that, but I like to just keep my head down because even if I kept my head down and I wasn't actually doing the work or anything like that, it looked like I was.
mhm,
Joe
mm.
was naughty.
Fake it till you make it, that's what I say. I'm just kidding. No.
I was faking it till I was making it. Those teachers thought that I was doing a lot of work. I was never, but I just
Mm,
wasn't. I actually like to watch a lot, and luckily from watching, I picked up a lot that I could put into Kelly Joe years
wow,
later.
that is
And
so interesting.
there was a lad who definitely had ADHD at my
Mhm,
school, definitely.
mhm,
And that's why I love that Kelly Joe. Like I said, she's like a little sister, but she's not me. But I can definitely see who she is.
mhm.
So yeah, I like
Yeah,
a challenge. It's
so
fun.
I love that. It's so cool. Who knows? Um, have you done a horror? Or have you thought about doing a horror film? I could see you being a badass main character in the horror film.
I'll take it.
Yeah, okay,
Take it.
sweet.
I did do
Uh,
a short film called I Know a Place, and that was a little comedy horror, and that was fun.
ooh, okay. That is
Yeah,
so interesting.
plug it.
Um, have you ever done improv or anything? Improv is super big here in LA. I got a lot of improv shows. Have you done it?
Love that. Well, I did it during drama school.
Okay.
Well, that was my favorite lesson was improv
Oh,
because that's
yeah.
real, isn't it? It's in the moment.
Yeah, it's in the moment. Who knows what you're gonna say? It's just so random and exciting. That's
Yeah,
cool.
I'd love to do more.
Um, I was thinking going back to, like, Waterloo, and it's, like, your first time on a big set. There's so much, like, to learn etiquette and know your mark, and there's language that I'm still learning, but, like,
Yeah.
how do you maintain, like, focus and energy during long and demanding shoots, especially if you have ADHD? Like, maybe you're on I'm on medication, so it does help, but, like, how do you do that? Maintain energy on these long days on set?
There is something I think I don't know what it is psychologically, but
Mhm,
going from my day, if
mhm.
someone Kelly Jo, she is like this. Her brain is going bu- 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 bu.
She's on it. She's on
She's
fire.
on it. So for someone like her, it was easy to always maintain energy.
Wow,
Always. It was fun to just do that. It's kind of like having
that's
Lucas
wild.
having a coffee, and you're
Yeah.
like, "Okay, I'm on it." Um, but then for someone like Sarah, who was low energy, but then the concentration to not move and to be very still and haunting took a
Mhm.
lot of energy. So I've just got to find it from somewhere.
Wow. Such a science. It seems like a science. No. God.
Isn't it? But I'm sad of going, people are doing life-saving jobs right now. So, Alicia, if you don't feel energized to play a character, then you're not in the right job. Like,
Yeah, okay,
wait.
maybe that isn't for you, but no, you're aware of what you're doing.
Mhm.
Good for you to say that. Seriously. That's a
Yeah.
really good answer. Thank you for that. Okay. Looking back at, like, your work and your characters that you've played, would you approach anything differently now given your current experience with acting? Or do you have no regrets when you're acting? Or you
I
learn
have
from it?
no regrets. Yeah. I do like to have no regrets, but
That's good.
there have
Mhm,
been moments like when I have watched Waterloo Road back, and
mhm.
there was moments when I knew the night before when the thing is like personal life can come up when
Oh,
you're you know what I
yeah.
mean? When you're
Shit.
still
Of
shoot.
course it does. I always thought about that. It's a lot of commitment as an actor. There's a lot of things you have to commit to.
And you could have a week where it's very much your character, so you've got to learn a lot of lines. But then if
Mm.
something comes up in your personal life, and then you're going, I just can't learn them. Like my brain's here. My brain is actually
I'm
here.
getting emotional. That makes me so sad. I don't know why.
Yeah,
Such
there
no,
was
that's really
something.
hard and such a
and
talent.
and I was like, I
Mm,
can't focus on anything else right now, but I know I need to learn those lines. And looking back, I had to have that energy that I said for Kelly Jo, but I didn't know the lines properly. And I know maybe people might not, but I know when I don't know the lines. I can
mm.
see it. So that I think not regrets, but it's trying to figure out a kind of method or something that when things do crop up in your personal life, there's a way maybe of the thing is they can't really reschedule a lot of the time. They can, but it's hard. It's a lot of money. So sometimes
Oh,
you just put yourself in a different mindset and go, isn't it?
yeah, and then you can kinda maybe at the end of the day, you can have that time to let it all out and be really vulnerable with yourself and let it out. But
Let
yeah,
it
I
out.
think that takes a really big skill, and gosh, were you intimidated on set for Waterloo the first time? Was it such a crazy environment? All of the people gosh,
I
what a
know.
going from theater to set and cameras in your face.
Right here. What's crazy, and I tell this to a lot of people that, and I think a lot of actors do feel the same. You forget that there's a boom here for sound. You forget that there's a camera here. You forget when you're fully in it.
Mhm,
So like I was saying, when I don't know, not great on my lines, I'm aware of everything.
mhm.
completely. So that can be overwhelming.
I
But
can be.
I think when you do 100, the Viola Davis approach is
Yeah,
giving your
what?
all. And
Okay.
I love Viola Davis.
Oh,
When
me
I
too.
see her having a snotty nose, I know she's in it.
Oh my god.
And I love the nose. Yeah, I'm like, you are all
Oh,
in it, Viola. She's
she's fucking
incredible.
badass. There's actually a new movie I wanted to see with her. It didn't get nominated, which I was shocked. I think it's
Which one
Woman
is
King.
it?
What is it
Oh,
called?
have you seen it? Have you not seen it yet?
Woman King. I've not seen it yet.
It's the
It's on Netflix now. Did you see it?
Is it on Netflix?
It says it's on Netflix. I just Googled it really quickly. But
I've seen it 3
and
times.
Lashana Lynch is in it. I love Lashana too. So oh, you've seen
And
it 3 times? Okay, I'll watch it and we can talk about it.
please, because
Okay.
in terms of the power of that film is mind-blowing.
Is it
In
really was it beautiful?
first shot, there's a moment, this isn't a spoiler because
Oh
you
yeah,
haven't
go.
seen the image of it.
Okay.
Viola Davis is just stood there in the middle of the frame, and then all of these beautiful black women just rise,
Oh,
and
goosebumps
then
already. Oh
fight,
shit.
and then boom, we're off. And it's dark, and the way that they've lit it and everything, like everyone's skin looks beautiful. It just
Mm.
looks powerful. It looks amazing. I promise you, you will not regret watching that film.
Well, thank you
It
for
should have
that.
been
Oh my
nominated.
god.
I'm annoyed at that. I don't know why it
Okay.
hasn't.
The Woman King. I gotta watch it because it came out in 2022. Oh my god, thank you. Ooh.
Absolutely.
We're
That's
almost
it.
done, and then we'll have like really fun, lighthearted questions. You're doing good. Are you having fun? I hope you're having fun.
We're having fun. It's
This is
happening.
so cool. Um, okay. Do you have any like specific types of roles or genres that you haven't explored yet, but you'd like to do in the future?
Yes. Yes. Even like speaking of Woman King, I would love something like we both said about sports. I
Yeah.
would love something that includes something that I've got to learn, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um that's it. Like something like an action something. Something that's not I love playing people who don't have a voice and people from around my area and all of that. That means so much to me. But I also want to try out these other things. So anything that's not me, anything
Yeah.
that's more of a
Oh,
challenge.
that's so great. And
Yeah.
as an actor, you have an agent, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
Are
Yeah.
they are they the ones to like look up roles for you, or do you get to like is there like a database where you can go on and like look at different roles that come in? How does it even work?
How's it work? So my agents are incredible at Curtis Brown, and I owe so much to them. They are amazing. Rosie and Grant, thank you. And my
Oh,
writing agent is also at Curtis Brown called Charlene. All three of them are a gang.
cool.
They're
I
amazing.
love
And how it works is there's this database in the UK called Spotlight.
Okay.
Every role will come on Spotlight. I don't see it, but they
Right.
would put me up, and then if the casting director says yeah, basically,
Mhm.
then we get put in the room, we get the audition, we do
God.
it. So
Wow.
they
And
do everything. I owe them so much.
oh, that makes me happy. What a great team. Makes a big difference. I'm sure there's some horrible agents out there and you're like kind of screwed. Good for you. I hope not. I hope everyone has great
Oh,
agents.
not either.
I've seen horror stories. Um, that's amazing.
But
Um,
yeah, I would say actually is that you can't. Um, what I've learned is that you also can't wait around for that. Like
interesting.
create your own stuff and stuff that you
Yeah.
want to do as well while
Mhm.
that's happening. Because acting can be hard. It's waiting. It's a long
Oh,
time sometimes.
I can imagine.
Yeah,
But
I
you
love.
also are trying to get into writing and directing, or is it just writing?
Yeah, so well, both because I'm like, why not? We want to
Yeah.
tell stories, so we got to tell them.
You have stories to share. Oh, from your personal life, I bet you can make beautiful stories.
That's
Oh, I
it. Like,
can't wait to see something written by you. I will lose it.
thank
Oh,
you.
I
It's
can
gonna
say during this interview, Alicia Forde is now a writer. Oh,
happen.
you are a writer. What am I saying?
Yes.
Um, And then before we get into just like personal lighthearted questions, do you have like any tips for any aspiring or up and coming actors? Like what would be your biggest advice or tip?
I would say keep going, do not stop. If
Mm,
if there are going to be bumps and that in the way, and don't as well think that people who are on TV that they've made it as well, because people are still out here grafting. You got to
mm,
keep grafting. Like I haven't acted for just a little, like for just a few months at the moment, and that's why I'm like, good. So now I've got time to write. I can do this, but I'm still grafting. I'm still doing all I can for them auditions. And
mhm.
I actually watched an interview with Danielle Brooks from The Color Purple.
Yeah.
She's incredible, and she was like, "I nearly gave up. I nearly
Mm,
gave up." And The Color Purple came back around, and thank God she didn't because she's incredible.
she is
And
incredible.
I just think there is something about do not give up, but also make that work for yourself. Make it. There was a moment right at the beginning at Waterloo Road. I was like, "Oh, I've just got to do it. I've got to do it." And I handed in a script that I wrote to my executive producer, and he read it. And now I'm writing a play commissioned by his company. So
What?
I'll be doing a one woman play with them that I've wrote through them.
No
That's what
way.
I'm working on now in the meantime. Yeah,
Incredible. That is so fulfilling and beautiful. Are you just ecstatic?
I'm so happy. But I was
Oh,
like, gotta do it. Sometimes you gotta just grab those opportunities and meet people to go, I'm asking you because I really value your opinion, your
mm,
knowledge. And if you can't and you're busy, that is absolutely fine. But I'm still gonna keep trying, you know?
that's
That
beautiful.
energy.
I love that. Oh, I will take some of that away for myself. Thank you.
Thank you.
Um, okay. Lastly, I have about 10 lighthearted questions. These are rapid go fire. So don't think so hard. I
All
just
right.
love these. I always say we're more similar than we think. We just love to vibe and get to know you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Number one,
Yeah.
what is your favorite way to unwind and relax when you're not working?
I love to eat
Me too. Let's elaborate on that. What's your favorite cuisine or food that you could always eat?
crisps. So what do you guys call it?
Chips.
Chips.
Yep, chips. I'm
Anything.
learning that crisps and chips. But
Any
what's their flavor?
anything. Honestly, I promise you. I was sat here before going, just if I don't have them, it's like when people don't have coffee. I'm like, I need crisps.
You need your damn
I
crisps.
need
I really wanna try Monster Munch, and no one's sending me some. I will literally pay you
Oh
to send me
my
some.
gosh. Okay, when I'm in LA next, I will bring
Okay.
you Monster Munch.
Oh, love
Crazy
you.
I've never had them.
I
Oh,
want them. Is it, like, corn-based? Now I have, like, rapid fire, now I'm talking about chips.
I know what I'm talking about. They're just incredible.
Okay.
Yes.
I love sour cream and onion flavored things. Okay, thank you for that.
Got you.
Okay. Oh, that is so funny. My next question is what is your go-to comfort food or guilty pleasure snack? But you just combined the 2. You like to unwind with chips. Perfect. Okay. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
Oh, this is a great question. There's so many places. I've got a list.
Mm.
I'm trying to think rapid. It would be Barbados, but I'm going now.
You are going.
So a
Second
different
location.
place. I'd really love to I really want to go to Australia.
Wow.
Well, yeah,
That's
the city.
insane. It's I I never thought of it as my bucket list, but it would be kinda cool to see, like, Sydney, obviously, and
Yeah.
that you're not
But
scared of big f that's just a stereotype. Never mind, I'm gonna be mean to Australia, the spiders. I see it on TikTok all the time. Are you
yeah,
kidding?
do you know what, actually, I'm gonna change it because this is what I actually want to do. I want
Mm,
to do volunteering, and I've seen it either in Sri Lanka
wow.
or Kenya, I believe
Yes.
it was. So I'm actually gonna put them out there because that's my manifestation is I actually
Oh,
wanna go
yeah.
there.
I wanna go
So
to Kenya as well. I really do.
but, yeah, I just it needs to happen, so let's put them out there.
Okay,
That's hap
let's do that for you. Okay. Do you have a skill or hobby that might surprise people?
love that. I can juggle.
No. No way. Do it right now.
can
Someone,
do
my friend Michael
I can
Wolfit, he does a Rubik's Cube pretty fast.
what?
I can't do a Rubik's Cube. I would love to
What?
learn.
Bella Ramsey can do a Rubik's Cube in under a minute.
That's fast. That's pretty
Okay.
dang fast.
Oranges.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey,
There we go.
that's incredible.
Thank you so much. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank
Alicia
you.
Forde, juggling. If all goes to shit with your career, you can join the circus.
I can do this with 3 oranges, which is good. It's good for vitamin C as well, isn't it? Is it
Oh
vitamin
yeah, I've been doing a lot of lemon water and cranberry juice. It's really tart and delicious.
Ooh.
Trying to do more vitamin C. Okay, that was amazing. Thank you for that skill or hobby. That was like my favorite one, not gonna lie.
Thank you.
Do you have any pets?
No, but I did. I've always wanted a dog, and I've never been allowed one.
Oh, yeah,
And
you will. You
I
will.
will one day.
Do
It's
you like
so
cats?
sad. I'm not the biggest fan, but then all of a sudden they come up to you and they act really cute. So then I'm
Yeah,
like,
they do.
come here then, you know? Just because I've always wanted a dog, so I've just got dog brain.
I
That's
know. That's okay. I always ask this question because everyone who doesn't like cats, I say, you obviously have had a traumatic story in your life, and they usually do. But
no, I
yeah,
have.
you've had
I
a
got bit
story.
by one bad.
There you go.
So I'm
Then
just
that's
not
why people despise cats. We have 2.
yeah. But I bet they're
Yeah.
cute.
Oh, they're super cute. They're
Um,
they're just eating right now. But yeah, I'll show you a picture later. Okay. So 4 more questions.
let's do
Or
it.
5. Okay. Do you have a favorite book or movie that has had a profound impact on your life?
Book. Can I say theatre?
Sure.
I remember watching a piece called Octoroon,
Never heard
which
of it.
it I believe
I'm
who is
gonna
it?
Octoroon?
I want to say Brand oh, am I gonna get this wrong?
It's a play, and no worry. Octoroon? The Octoroon by Dion Book. I don't know how to pronounce it.
He did a rewrite of Octoroon.
Brandon Jacobs Jenkins?
That's it. I was gonna say it was about to come out my mouth, but I didn't want to get it wrong because it means a lot
No
to me.
worries.
Jenkins.
Shakespeare restaged at the Polinsky. Well,
Yeah.
anyway, go ahead.
That was on at the National Theatre during when I was at drama school, and I
Wow,
honestly didn't think that I'd get a ticket, and I did somehow.
no way.
And it was incredible because it was theatrical, but it also felt like I was watching a film at some point
Wow.
about it.
It
I
really
thought it was
touched
so
you. Okay.
interesting, and I could speak about it all day. But this is rapid fire.
I know. This is fine. ADHD brain. We can go.
Yeah.
We're like, I went to New York a while ago and I saw Lion King, like
Yes.
4th row. It was what a beautiful experience. Have you seen The Lion King?
Yes. How beautiful.
My God. Come out from the back of the stage. I got
Yeah.
goosebumps. Okay, incredible.
That's a good one.
Okay, do you have a personal goal or dream that you haven't yet achieved? It could be with your career or personal life.
I'll go with the career because I do want to create something. So I think as soon as I see that on the stage or on what's it called? On the telly, on the
On the big screen.
on the big screen, then that is the day when I've just directed something that I've wrote and we say that's a wrap. That's gonna feel great.
And you are currently writing right now, right? You said a play. So that's something that's gonna be really cool to play. You're not acting, right? You're just writing it for a one-person play. Is that correct?
I'm doing it as well.
You're gonna be oh my God. Can I
Yeah.
come? Wait, is it gonna be in the UK? I gotta fly out. How do I make this
Who
happen?
knows? I need to hopefully it could well, I don't know. We'll see.
Who knows?
We'll see.
You got this. That's exciting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, 3 more. We're almost done.
We got this.
If you could have dinner with anyone, living or dead, who would it be and why?
That's fantastic. I would really love to just have a lovely, nice chat with Whitney Houston.
Oh, yeah.
Really
My
was.
oh yeah. My
I mean,
husband loves Whitney Houston, and he grew up on it because his dad loves Whitney. That's such a good answer.
there's just something about, I mean, obviously there's like family who I'd love to speak to who I never got the chance to. So if then Whitney was like, girl, bring some of them over, I'll be like, I get like my grandfather and like the ancestors.
Yeah.
We'll just have a great meal at Whitney's house.
Mm-hmm. I just funny enough, we just watched Cinderella with Brandy. Have you seen that
Oh my
one?
gosh, yeah,
My
classic.
husband my husband's Filipino. I'm like, that's us, babe. And Whitney Houston with the fairy godmother. I freaking love it. She's beautiful.
Representation matters.
Yes. That movie, it's like you never see Black and Asian that much. So that's cool.
Exactly. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
What else? Okay. What is something you're passionate about outside of your work?
I am I think a lot of injustice that happens in this world.
Mhm.
The UK politics is ridiculous.
Oh my
So that
god, was that stupid guy Rishi? I
no,
follow him. Don't I know.
oh
Here in
my
the US, we're not a great example either. It's always something. But yeah,
God.
you're passionate about speaking out for injustices. I think that's awesome. Yeah.
Yeah, and like educating myself. I think
Yeah.
it passionate about educating myself because there's
Yes.
we
You're
we
educating me online, like about Africa and what's going on. Like I think you posted the Congo. Like
yeah,
oh my god, it's not talked about a lot that I
and
see.
it's when my friends then post it, then I'm getting educated.
Mhm.
Like social media can be used in such a beautiful way and negative, and I
Oh,
think more that we like use the awful stuff, which is negative, but then make it positive in the sense that we're educating and we're trying to say that's not okay, and we're doing stuff
right.
about it.
Good for
That's
you.
what I'm passionate
Love it
about.
outside of work. Oh, and I see it. Good for you.
Thank
And
you.
lastly, what are some things that make you feel happy and fulfilled in life?
Oh,
Oh,
love.
I love love.
I
Love is
love
beautiful.
platonic love, romantic love, just love in general. I think one of
Yeah.
my one of my most incredible friends, he was homeless before drama school, and his
Wow.
story is so amazing. And he was like, every time, regardless if you don't have any change or you don't have anything, it's so beautiful to just acknowledge somebody and have a nice chat with them, and like that's love.
Oh, I
That's
love that.
like just even talking to somebody like, oh, I'm when like cute little old people look sad and lonely.
Oh my god, those videos on TikTok, I will cry right now,
Oh,
Alicia. Don't get me started. Oh god.
with
I
them.
know. I know.
Love is a great thing. Spread
Yeah.
love.
Um, actually, really quickly, I'll say a quick story and then we'll go. Did you see Catherine Called Birdie with Bella Ramsey?
Yes.
Okay, so I interviewed because I kind of started my whole podcast because of The Last of Us, and then I went on like a Bella Ramsey rabbit hole.
Yeah.
Anyway, there's an actor named Michael Wolfett. He plays Perkin, like their friend on it, and his answer about that was about friendship,
Mhm.
and he said he takes the underground, whatever the subway thing is in London.
Yeah.
Um, there's an old couple that rides it like every day at like 8 o'clock in the morning, and he sees them every day, like holding hands. And he said, that is just what makes me happy in life. It was,
That's
I
cute.
know. Isn't that so damn cute, people and their routines in life?
How beautiful is that?
I know. But that's
Wow.
such a good answer. Thank you so much for joining today. You are such a beautiful human being. I can't wait
As
to
are
see what,
you.
thank you. I can't wait to see your work and what's in store for you. How old are you, by the way? I never even asked.
26.
You're 26. Oh, awesome. I'm 28.
Yay. See that?
Tiny baby. Woo!
A lot
Very
of
good.
people think I'm a lot younger, which I'll take as a
You
compliment.
look younger in Waterloo for sure, and you're in your 20s during that?
Yes. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
The
they put
makeup team.
yeah, and you look so vibrant and youthful. Wow. So
Thank you.
vibrant and youthful, duh.
As do you. Look,
Thank
it
you.
doesn't crack.
Almost 30, my back. No.
No.
But lastly, where can people find you?
Where can people find me? Probably eating crisps.
Mhm.
Um,
Or on Instagram at
on Instagram at Alicia Forde.
That's freaking awesome.
I like Alicia Keys. She's always my plug-in at how to spell my name my whole life.
I love
Alisha? No, like Alicia Keys. Alicia.
Well, you heard it here first, people. Well,
No, we
thank you and have a lovely day.
Thank you. Have a beautiful day. I'm just gonna sit and juggle.
Okay, cool.